Hey everyone, welcome to Buddy Honey Productions. Okay, so today is May 10th. It's Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to everyone out there. May 10th, it's been about a week and a half since I installed the bees. I installed the bees on the 29th of April, so it's been about a week and a half. What I want to do is today I'm going to open up the hive and I'm going to check to see how the activity is in there, make sure that they've released a queen. I suspect they have because I see a lot of activity with the foragers coming and going, and a lot of the foragers, when they return, they have pollen packets on their rear legs. I've been taught with classes and the YouTube videos, if you see that, you have what's called a queen right hive. So I suspect the queen has been released and she's in there. Okay, so this is the bottom board. What I'll do is it was at the top level. What I'm going to do is I'm going to clean this off and then move this down. There's another level. So what I'll do is I'll move this down, and that will actually increase and improve the airflow when it gets hot, because it's starting to get hot in the summer here in Arizona. And then I'll also remove that entrance reducer, that panel of wood. I'll remove that. But here is, like I say, the bottom board. A lot of debris, and I'll just shake that off and then put it on the lower setting. And this is for the ants. And I don't see a lot of the ants this morning. I saw them last night when I was just observing from the side there, but I don't see a lot this morning. But I just want to do this just to prevent any ants in the future. Okay, so as you can see, there's the queen cage. A lot of activity around there. This is the frame feeder, this black right here. A lot of activity over that frame feeder on right there. They seem to be congregating. A lot of them seem to be congregating over the frame feeder. What I'll do is I'll fill the frame feeder up with some more sugar water. And what I noticed, okay, take a look at this. I don't know if you can see it, but okay, there you go. I can definitely see right there on this frame, the frame next to the frame feeder, they are building out honeycomb. They're building out honeycomb. I can see it right there. I don't want to, I'm not going to disturb them, but I don't know if you can see. There you go. Yeah, you see that with the white? It's white honeycomb. So they're building out this frame. There's a lot of activity right here on this frame. So what seems to be happening is they are building out from, and they're starting from the frame feeder side and moving this way. Because if you take a look over here, this frame, not a lot of activity at all. Okay, they're not building out those yet, but that's okay. It seems like they're building out the frames going this way, okay? But there is, if you just take a look, there is a lot of activity. Okay, I don't want to keep the hive open too much. A lot of activity. What I'll do is, like I said, I'll fill up the frame feeder. There's a lot of activity around the queen cage, which is good. Maybe it doesn't seem like, oh yeah, they're eating that side. That's the candy side. It doesn't seem like they've released her, but that's okay. That's okay. They're building out the frames, getting the frames ready, so when they do release her, she will be able to start laying eggs. I'm excited. This looks good. I've been saying in the other sessions, hey, there's a lot of activity. I wanted to show this is the activity I'm talking about. I don't want to disturb them. I'm not going to lift out any frames. I can see that they're building out the frames, so that's good. That's all. That's what I wanted to check on. I wanted to check on that, and I wanted to check on the queen cage. That's looking good. And then I wanted to check on how they're doing on the sugar water. And what I'll do is I'll pour some of that in. Okay, so again, that was taking a look at the inside of the hive. Today is the 10th of May. It's been about a week and a half since the install. I see a lot of activity inside the hive. As you saw there, it looks like they are eating that pollen patty. I noticed that. And they're also taking the sugar water from the frame feeder and also the top feeder. And the queen cage, there's a lot of activity around the queen cage. They're releasing her, and they are building out the foundations, starting on the frame closest to the frame feeder, moving that way. So all in all, I'm very impressed, very pleased. There's a lot of activity about a week and a half after the install.